Hi there, in this video I'm going to share with you how you can sing loud in head voice. Now, head voice is the higher part of your voice that sounds kind of pure, classically, like a choir, that kind of sound. Now, what a lot of people do when they try to sing high and loud is to use the muscles in their throat, and this causes all kinds of issues. So what I'm going to do in this video is show you how you can do that without causing damage to your voice, without straining your voice, and without feeling like you've got a sore throat after you've been singing these high notes. Now, before we dive in, I would love it if you would subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you get all of my future videos. Now, I'm aiming for, at the time of making this video, I've got just over 2,000 subscribers. I'd love to get to 3,000 subscribers in just a few weeks, and if you could help me, I would be eternally grateful. So if you find this video valuable, if it helps you and you know someone who could benefit, share it with them and encourage them to subscribe, because I've got something for everyone here. In order to reach head voice in the first place, head register, they're interchangeable. There are a few things that you need to have in place first. So you must be relaxed. So that means relaxed throat muscles, relaxed stomach, relaxed shoulders, relaxed neck. Everything needs to be relaxed. Tension is the enemy of singing. Your soft palate must be raised, so that's that kind of plummy sound. It's great if you have good pitch, because then you'll be able to figure out where the notes need to land. If you are serious about singing, I've got a free 5-day course that I recommend you take. All you need to do is go to the pinned comment or the description, hit the link there, and I'll send it directly to your inbox. If it doesn't come to your inbox, then you can go to your spam or your junk. You'll probably find it there. Pull it out into your main inbox. Make sure that you whitelist me, make me a contact, and then you'll get that course directly into your inbox. Singing louder in head voice, this is going to take some time. So a lot of people find that those notes up there are a little bit weaker, a little bit quieter, and sometimes they don't like the sound of their voice. Now, I've had some singers who have come to me and they want to work on their voice, but they're really scared of making those high notes because they think it sounds squeaky. Well, of course it's going to sound squeaky because they're high notes. And if your instrument isn't used to getting up there, it's going to take a little bit of time before you're able to sing those notes a little bit more clearly without sounding quite so squeaky. So it's a bit like when someone starts playing violin or starts playing a horn instrument, a brass instrument like a horn. Sometimes it can sound a bit squeaky in those higher notes, and it just takes practice as well as some technique as well. So to get your head voice sounding louder, take your time, make sure that you warm up every single time that you sing. Otherwise it's not gonna make a difference. Or you can just try and hit a high note, just pluck it out of thin air if you want to, but that's not going to work if you haven't warmed up your voice, and if you continue to do that, you're going to cause damage. Have a good vocal warm-up first, only then attempt to bring some volume to your voice. Now, I don't recommend that you start adding volume on demand until you've done this for a few weeks, because the volume is going to come with time and with practice anyway. And when you practice dynamics, then you're going to be able to practice singing louder. So first of all, we need to get the sound right. So as I said earlier, we're going to make a plummy kind of sound. So it's an oh. You can feel that it's open in the back of your throat. Now, the easiest way to make a plummy sound is to get a kind of yawny feeling going on, and it helps if you actually yawn properly. And when you yawn, you can add a sigh at the end. But it has to be a real yawn, otherwise it won't work. So make yourself yawn a few times, add a sigh at the end, and you'll get the feeling. So it might take some time to notice the feeling. So if you need to, you can click pause here and practice getting that yawny feeling and that sigh sound. Welcome back. So now you know how to get the yawny feeling and the sighing kind of sound. We can move on. So for those of you with lower voices, let's maybe go from here. You can do an exercise. We're all going to do the same exercise like this. Now, this is all in my chest voice. There's a little bit of mix at the top. But if you work on sliding rather than jumping, you're going to have much more accuracy and you're going to have much more control of your voice. So let's try that together. So let's get that yawn and that sigh. And then for those of us with higher voices, and if you're a soprano, I'm a mezzo. Now, what a lot of people do when they try to sing high notes is really force the sound and push the sound, and that just causes problems, especially if you want to sing high. That's what a lot of people do. Now, that didn't sound nice, it didn't feel nice. Because I'm using the right technique, it's not going to cause any damage, but I wouldn't really want to do that very often. It doesn't sound right. And you can work your way up to A, higher notes, and B, volume, because as I said, if your voice sounds weak and quiet, the volume will come with practice. So we can practice this exercise. Let's go from here a little bit lower. And I recommend starting at the top because that's going to help you with that plummy sound. Keep going. Mid voices. High voices. If you found that exercise a bit too fast, then go to the cog. It's usually either at the top left or the bottom left of the video. Go to the cog there, click on that, go to playback speed and make it slower. So you could make it maybe 0.75 or even 0.5 if you need to. Now, if you're finding that some of those high notes are actually okay, you can get them quite easily, but then towards the top, it feels a little bit more strange, you start to feel tight in your voice, then to relax a bit more, I really recommend imagining that the sound is coming up behind your eyes and through the top of your head, or behind your eyes and through the back of your head. Different things work for different people, so you can play around with them and see what works. So another exercise that you can do is one that we just did a little bit earlier, just to get the smoothness in your voice. Now I'm actually singing in a mix there because it's a little bit too low for me to be in head voice, in full head voice. So here we go. So mid voices. High voices. And you're really sliding, thinking of it going down a slide. Back down. So if you were to practice this daily, you'll find in a couple of weeks that your head voice is going to become stronger, it's going to get louder without you getting any kind of a sore throat, without causing damage, and you're going to enjoy singing much more. So I trust that this has helped you. If it has, remember to click the like button, hit subscribe if you haven't already, hit the notification bell, and share this with someone that you think would benefit. I'd love to get up to 3,000 subscribers. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Stay hydrated. Ciao!